Today I'm going to talk to you about 40 different hobbies to boost your dopamine with the assistance of my best friend here, my little puppy girl. I love watching videos like this because I feel like we all get under the habit of doom scrolling, sitting around doing nothing, and I want to end that. So I made a list of 40 different things to do instead of scrolling on your phone and just wasting away and rotting in bed. I think we all deserve a good rot sometimes, but that shouldn't be the majority of our time spent. Number one on my list, and you guys are gonna hear this in every single kind of these videos, is reading. And I feel like not everybody is a reader, and that's fine, but once you find a book that you really like and you just get sucked in, it literally transcends you to another world and it just makes time go by so much faster. I'm actually rereading the Twilight series right now, very casually, because I did thrift 2 of the books at the thrift store. It's just such a cozy, comfortable read. So I feel like getting something that you've read once already before feels very familiar and kind of makes you feel happier in that way. Number 2, coloring. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok doing the Bobby Goods coloring book, which is so cute and super aesthetic. I do think it's a little bit on the pricier side, maybe like $30, which isn't awful, but if you're just coloring for fun and you want to be able to make mistakes, then maybe get something like on Amazon. I've seen a lot of cute kind of like kawaii aesthetic coloring books on Amazon, and I actually have one that's like creepy kawaii, so it's Halloween themed kind of drawings. Number 3, video games. I know that this is a screen hobby, but I do think it's much better than just scrolling on your phone. If you are already a subscriber, then you know I love Animal Crossing and Dress to Impress. I stream those all the time, and especially Animal Crossing is just such a cozy game and you kind of get lost in it. So I feel like any kind of video game, being able to follow the story and just kind of get lost in it is much healthier than getting lost on your phone. Number 4 is to watch a movie. So simple, but I feel like we all have very short attention spans these days, and it's very hard for us to sit down and watch a movie. Or am I just talking about myself right now? I don't know. Watching a good movie, whether it's a rom-com, whether it's something artistic, it really fuels you and just makes you think much more about life. Number 5, in a similar vein, is to binge watch a TV show. This is kind of like a blend of letting yourself rot, but then also having fun and not like rotting for no reason, if that makes sense. There's no better feeling than like binge watching a TV show and going through the whole season in like 2 days, and the excitement of it all is so much nicer than just the excitement of scrolling. Number 6, this one is low-key controversial, but give yourself a haircut or hair dye. Honestly, I don't know why I'm recommending this, because I feel like it is not the best idea to do your hair yourself, but if it's something simple like you're cutting your ends or you're trimming your bangs, why not? I've also done this like as a teenager and in my early 20s, but I would never do it by myself. I would have my sister-in-law do it for me. And it's just fun to bleach a random part of your hair and then put color on top of it. Don't take my word for it. You might end up hating it, but it's a good experience and you should do it at least once or twice. Number 7 is to crochet. Now, I've never actually crocheted before, but I see this all over Pinterest, and I can't help but want to get a crochet kit now. I think it is so adorable. I think it's so fun that you can make yourself little gloves, a little hat. It is just so creative, and I've heard it's much easier than knitting. Number 8, take a cooking class. Okay, this does require spending money, but it just seems like a lot of fun. Again, I've seen TikToks of people going to cooking classes and it just looks so cute. Like, imagine making a little pizza and then you can take the skills that you learned back home and cook some really good dinners for yourself. Number 9 is to go hiking. Now, I know I'm biased because I live in Los Angeles and we have a lot of hikes here, but I feel like you can just hike pretty much anywhere. Even back home in Miami, it's not something I would do. Now that I've done it before, I feel like I can find different walking trails, just find literally anywhere to walk and call it a hike. Just as long as you're getting outside and you're seeing the sunshine, you're seeing the trees, the sky, it is so relaxing. I personally like to hike and walk in silence, but listening to a podcast or to music while you do this is just very relaxing. Number 10 is pottery, and again, I'm being influenced by Pinterest. I can't help it, okay? So I've never done the proper pottery where you actually build the bowl or the cup, but I've done the ones where you go and you paint it, which is also really fun, and I just feel like actually making the glassware or whatever it is so much more satisfying. And it's a fairly difficult skill to learn, so I think that just really makes your brain work a lot more and it's much healthier for you. Number 11 is mini sculptures. There are these kits that you can find on Amazon and you make these tiny little houses. You can make like a tiny library, a tiny garden house, and it's also really beautiful to complete that project and see what it looks like at the end. Number 12, build a puzzle. Building a puzzle is such a good simple little hobby to have, and if you get a very cute puzzle with whatever theme that you like, it also makes the final process much more satisfying. Number 13 is photography. I feel like when people say photography, you might think of getting a very expensive camera, but that's not necessarily true. Buying a digital camera at the thrift store or on Amazon, I know a lot of people get that one digital camera from TikTok shop. I can't vouch for it, but I do love digital cameras and I feel like it's very trendy now. Going for a little photo shoot with your friends or by yourself is a great way to just kind of get out some random creative energy, and it doesn't have to look good. That's the thing. None of these things have to be perfect. It's just if you have fun with it, that's what matters. Number 14, workout classes. You're gonna hear this time and time again. Exercising helps a lot with your dopamine. I think we all know this. Taking a new workout class, whether it be a dance class, a HIIT class, Pilates, whatever it is, if it's something new and out of your comfort zone, that's gonna help you feel more alive. Number 15, painting. I used to paint a lot in high school. I'm actually not somebody who's good at painting or drawing or anything. That is like the weakest straw for me, but I do find a lot of joy in it. So I think just finding your medium and making sure you're enjoying the process is the most important part. And if you are good at it, then you can hang up a picture on your wall. Number 16, we're keeping the arts and crafts up here. Make a bookmark. I love bookmarks. I've made a couple before, but they didn't necessarily look great. I just used like really thick construction paper and I colored it. I feel like if you are more artistic, then you can find a good way to make a bookmark. Number 17 is to sunbathe in the grass, okay? Hear me out. You go for a picnic, maybe you don't even bring any food, maybe you just bring your book and your phone and you listen to some music and you just lay down in the grass. Even if it's cloudy outside, don't take it for granted. The idea of feeling the nature around you and breathing in some fresh air is so relaxing, and it does boost your dopamine to be outside. Number 18 is to reorganize your room. This is something I would do a lot in high school, and I think we all kind of do it as teenagers because we just want to redecorate the space however we want to, but it's something we should keep doing as we get older. Like, why not at 2 a.m. move your bed to the other side of the room? I think this is also a creative task, and it's very exciting to see the different ways your room can be laid out, and it's just a lot of fun, and you can think of different decorations you want to set in your room and just kind of play Sims in real life. Number 19 is karaoke. I'm not saying you have to go out and do karaoke at a bar, but I think we've all been there where when we're home alone, we put that little karaoke YouTube video and we just sing for the gods. Let's keep doing that. It's so much fun. Number 20 is to make syrups for your coffee. I recently started making my own syrups at home. I've made vanilla syrup, strawberry syrup, banana syrup. My recipes could use a little bit of help, but they do taste really good, and it just makes your coffee so much more delicious knowing that you made it yourself. It's also cheaper, I've noticed. Number 21 is to listen to an album front and back. I feel like people are losing the essence of what an album is. An album should be listened to beginning to end in one sitting, and I will stand on that. I'm standing on business, okay? I think we tend to multitask too much nowadays, and we listen to music while we do other stuff, and it kind of takes away from the experience of the music. Number 22 is to meditate. I know not everybody likes to do this, and I know it's hard, but 5 minutes out of your day, listen to one of those meditation YouTube videos. They're very simple, very helpful, and this is 100% a hack to make your brain feel good about itself. Even if it's hard, that's more of a reason why you have to do it. Because if you just keep doing easy things, how are you gonna grow? How are you gonna get better? Number 23, make a YouTube video. I'm obviously a big fan of making YouTube videos, and I think everybody should do it. Even if you don't post it publicly, the creative outlet to film something, whether it's on your phone, on a digital camera, it is so much fun. And then learning how to edit and having that creative freedom is incredible as well. Number 24, have a tea party. So I did do this the other day for me and my husband. We recently bought a ceramic tea set, and I see this on Pinterest a lot, and I did it myself. I made little sandwiches, I bought mini quiche, I made all this different kind of finger foods and we paired it with tea and it was amazing. Also, if you're doing this with a group of friends, it gives you the incentive to dress up cute and take pictures. Number 25 is sewing. This is kind of like the more advanced crochet. I learned how to sew in college, but I haven't done it since. But I know how therapeutic and satisfying it can be to fix your shirt, fix your pants, or just sew a completely new clothing item. Number 26 is somewhat similar, but making jewelry. I used to do this a lot a few years ago. It was something that me and my mom would do just for fun. And it really is a lot of fun to do with other people, but also by yourself. It can be very time consuming, which is nice if you have a lot of free time and you feel like you're just wasting away. This kind of gives you a little bit more of a purpose. You can sell your jewelry, which is a nice way to get some extra money. Number 27, do your own nails. I personally have a gel kit, but I don't use it much because I'm not a licensed manicurist. I don't want to accidentally get contact dermatitis. That's low-key a fear that I have, but I do press-ons a lot. I've learned how to file down my nails pretty well. Usually you can get press-ons on Amazon for anywhere from like $10 to $15. And if you prep your nails right, they will stay on for 2 weeks. Number 28, learn an instrument. Obviously, if you don't already have an instrument at home, it is kind of costly to go out and buy one. I grew up in a house with a bunch of guitars, so during the pandemic, I learned how to play guitar and I ended up really loving it. It's not something that I've carried with me over the years, but it's a skill that I have, and I did spend a year pretty much addicted to the guitar, and I would spend a lot of time in my room just learning different songs, and it was a lot of fun. Number 29 is to practice your flexibility. This is in the same vein of getting a good workout in. I think something like trying to get your splits is a really cool skill slash hobby to have. I'm a dancer, so I've pretty much had a good split most of my life, but I do want to improve on it. And for somebody who is not familiar with flexibility, I think there is so much room to grow, so it's a good hobby to pick up. And it's really important to be flexible, especially as we get older. You don't want to take your body for granted. Number 30, make a vision board on Canva. I am a Canva stan and I love to make vision boards. Canva has a lot of easy elements to use and like cute little stickers, so I feel like you can really make your vision board look really nice. I personally make a new vision board for every month, and you can also print it out, which is a lot of fun. Number 31, make your own magazine on Canva. Again, it's not something that you have to post anywhere, but it's a good creative outlet for you to make different collages, make a whole magazine out of whatever theme you want. Use pictures of yourself, of your family, pictures on Pinterest, and just see what happens. Number 32 is just to play with your pets slash adopt a pet. This is me convincing you to get a pet. Sometimes you can get very used to living with your pets and they might not get all the attention that they need. So oftentimes you just gotta disconnect from your phone, sit with your pet, play with them, take them on a walk, whatever it is. Studies have shown that spending time with your pets makes you feel happier. And this is something that I really relied on when I go through hard times, is to just hang out with my dog. I did this with my family dog. I do this now with my current dog. I don't think I could personally live without a dog. Number 33 is to write a short story. I personally have always enjoyed writing, and I used to write a lot of poems, a lot of short stories. If you've never done it before, that's fine, because there's a first time for everything, and I do think it's a really good way to get out ideas. Even if you think they're bad, it doesn't matter. Honestly, the biggest thing that I want people to take from this is whether you're good or not at this hobby is not the issue. It's whether or not you're enjoying it, and writing is a lot of fun. Number 34, listen to an audiobook. I personally am not a fan of audiobooks, but a lot of people like it. And I think if you do have to multitask, an audiobook is really good for you to kind of pass through the task a little bit faster. And I do understand not having enough time to sit down and physically read a book. Number 35 is to learn a new language. This is incredible for your brain. I'm using Duolingo right now. I'm currently learning Portuguese, and it's really interesting, and my husband is learning Japanese. Choose whatever language that you think might be a good challenge for you. Portuguese is not too hard because it's very similar to Spanish, but Japanese, on the other hand, is incredibly hard because it's so different. So whatever kind of option that you want, go for it. Number 36 is to live stream. If you're somebody that's comfortable being on camera, I recommend live streaming. You can do it on TikTok, you can do it on YouTube. I personally stream games on YouTube. So whatever it is that you want to share, I highly recommend doing it. Number 37, scrapbooking. This is something you can obviously do on Canva, but also if you want to print out all the pictures, and make a little journal of your scrapbooks. I've seen people do really personal ones where they put receipts, photos, birthday cards, just all these small little things that you can look back on one day. Number 38 is to give yourself a makeover. I did this a couple times during the pandemic, and it was just so much fun to play dress up. Personally, I think life should just be a big game of dress up. So if you lean towards one style, go the opposite style. If you're usually more girly, try a super goth look, or vice versa. Make yourself look like a TV show character, an anime character, literally whatever. It is just a super fun way to change up your look. Number 39, go thrifting, but actually go thrifting. You know what I mean? I've been going thrifting a lot recently and I found very good stuff. That's where I found Eclipse, the Twilight series. I found really good pairs of jeans. Like, there is a lot of stuff if you just dig deep. Fulfill the urge to forage at a thrift store. And 40, our last one, is to watch a video essay on YouTube. YouTube is my TV for me. Okay, so I watch a lot of YouTube, but I haven't been watching a lot of video essays recently, which I think are very popular. I do love the very long format videos, and it feels somewhat like a documentary, somewhat like a TV show, and you can find a lot of different topics that you may be interested in. That is my list on 40 different hobbies to boost your dopamine. If you guys have other ideas, feel free to comment them because I'm always looking for different hobbies and different things to do. Like I said before, the most important thing is that you actually have fun and do something that you want to do in order to avoid going through the rabbit hole of just doom scrolling and kind of wasting your time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a like and comment which one of these hobbies you guys are looking forward to doing. Okay, I'll see you next week. Love you.